Did you know that most students lose marks in agree disagree essay? Not because of grammar, but because of this one mistake. It's something so simple, yet 8 out of 10 test takers overlook it and it ruins their entire essay. In this video, I'll show you how to avoid that mistake and structure your essay like a pro. So stay with me till the end. I'll give you a sample answer that could easily score a 7.5 band. Now understand what is the difference between agree or disagree essay and to what extent do you agree or disagree. This is a direct opinion question and this is called one stance question type. In agree or disagree essay, you must choose one side only. Either agree or disagree. And remember, the focus should be on arguing strongly for one side. Your thesis should be absolutely clear cut, for which you are supposed to give two reasons. If you're mentioning two reasons, you will make two BPs. If you're mentioning three reasons, you are supposed to write three body paragraphs. So, avoid, and another thing is avoid partial agreement. Avoid partial agreement unless you are 100% sure how to balance it well. And there is an example thesis, just see that. I agree that technology has improved education, and then reasons are given because it makes learning more accessible and interactive. This question is more flexible. You can fully agree, fully disagree, or partially agree. But even if you partially agree, you need to clearly explain which part you agree with and why. Structure becomes very important here, and your paragraphs should reflect each extent. At the same time, I just want to say that it requires more balanced reasoning if you are partially agree. Example thesis of partial agreement. Uh, that is the example where I have used while. When we use while, it makes the sentence complex. So I'm going to read that. While technology has improved education, I believe it also causes distraction. Then I have given, so it depends how wisely it is used. So this way I am trying to make it balanced. Question is, some people argue that technological inventions are making people less interactive. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Now, I have written this essay with partial agreement. I will discuss the thesis later. First, I'll discuss the paraphrasing part. I have written three sentences as a paraphrasing part. You are supposed to choose one out of that. But remember, I have written without changing the tense of it. The tense in the sentence is the present continuous. So I have highlighted that in yellow color so that you don't forget that the tense must not be changed. No creativity is to be shown in the paraphrasing part except changing the synonyms. Now I'm going to read. The first sentence is, a few individuals argue the use of technological gadgets is making them less social. To less interactive, I have made it less social. Right? And now the second sentence is, a number of individuals believe that the use of technology is causing a decline in social interactions. I hope it is very clear. Coming to the third paraphrasing, certain people argue that the reliance on gadgets is leading to reduced social engagement. So, the other word for interactive, less interactive is reduced social engagement. Introduction of an IELTS essay, I recommend a simple and yet highly effective approach. Use just two powerful sentences. First, paraphrase the given question to show your understanding and language flexibility. Second, craft a clear and focused thesis statement to outline your main idea. This structure not only impresses the examiner but also sets a strong foundation for a high scoring essay. Now I'm going to read the thesis statement with partial agreement, which I've written with while. When we use while, we make a sentence complex. I'm going to read that. While technological tools have offered convenient opportunities to communicate, I believe that it makes people less socially engaged when gadgets are used unwisely. So, when I'm using when, I'm trying to make a balanced opinion because I've given a kind of a condition. Now, coming to the other part, that is in case of synonyms, I've not used technology here, I've used technological tools. And for interaction, I've used the word communicate. I hope this thesis statement is absolutely clear to you. In introduction, again, I'm saying that only two sentences are required. When writing body paragraph 1, I encourage you to follow a 5 sentence formula, simple, strategic, and strong. Aim for around 100 words, using a mix of different sentence structures to showcase your grammar range. And here's the flow which I'm going to explain you. First should always be the topic sentence that introduces the main idea very clearly. It should be followed by an explanation sentence. You have to explain why this idea is important by using the words because, since, for, or as. And it should be followed by a supporting detail by writing an example, a survey, a newspaper report, or an instance. You can explain that. And it should be followed by a conditional sentence by using if. And don't forget to close your paragraph. Closing sentence is a must. And this method ensures your paragraph is coherent, developed, and rich with variety. Exactly what examiners love to see. So, what you can do, stop the video here, read all these 5 sentences. You will understand how I have written, what I have explained, I have written that way only. All the previous written sentences are combined in a form of a paragraph. You can stop the video and read that. BP2. The way we have to write BP1, in a similar way, BP2 is to be written. But what to write in BP2, that depends upon your thesis statement. Statement is written above. We are supposed to write in BP2 what we have written in I believe, the second part of while statement. What is there? I'm going to read. I believe that it makes people less socially engaged when gadgets are used unwisely. So I'm going to explain this in our BP2. I'm going to read the first sentence. However, those who believe that technological tools are responsible for making people less sociable in real life have a different view. Generally, I write in BP2 the first sentence this way only. This is a type of a template. Now, see the second sentence. I have explained with a kind of evidence, and that evidence is in the form of survey. According to a survey conducted by the American Psychological Association, you can write any association here, around 60% of respondents admitted spending more time online than engaging in face to face interactions. Now, here I have written 60% of respondents instead of writing people, masses, individuals, third sentence. Then there are concerns about. Remember, when you are writing about the negative side of something, we can always use the second point by using then there are concerns about. I'm going to read the sentence. Then there are concerns about the excessive dependence on virtual communication. It is joined with the relative clause. See, the relative clause is started with which. Now I'm going to read the sentence fully. Then there are concerns about the excessive dependence on virtual communication, which can lead to feelings of isolation and weaken real life social skills. I have highlighted all these words with green color to show the vocabulary. Use the words time and again, not repeated the vocabulary part. One more sentence I've written, that is the compound sentence to cover the range of sentence, which is the fourth one, which I'm going to read. Not only does technology reduce the need for in person meetings, but also it encourages people to prioritize virtual relationships over something very important. What is very important? Meaningful personal connections. And again, the closing statement has to be given the way we gave in BP1. Therefore, while technology connects people digitally, it can simultaneously erode the depth of real life social bonds. I hope it is clear. The coherence part, the vocabulary part, everything is clear to you. Now stop the video and read the entire BP2. Now remember, there is a strong connection between introduction and conclusion. In the introduction, I simply paraphrased the question and gave a clear opinion. In the conclusion, I started with an although sentence to show the other side, but then I clearly restated my own view. By doing this, I made sure that the essay feels complete and strong, and this way of writing shows balance, critical thinking, and helps you to score higher in IELTS. And I'm going to read the conclusion part. To conclude, although technology bridges geographical gaps and fosters global relationship, I assert that it raises concerns about emotional detachment and reduced real world communication skills. Then, a condition when it is not used judiciously. In the introduction, I used the word wisely. Here, I've used the word judiciously. Then, I have written the therefore statement. That means I'm trying to strike a balance. I'm going to read that. Therefore, it is essential to strike a balance between virtual and personal interactions to ensure that technology serves as a tool for enhancing rather than replacing true human connection. I hope it is clear and follow for more such lessons.